How's it going, CCW fans? It's me, Rich Kennedy, back with another exciting episode of Superstars of the Ring. What we've got right off the bat for you this week is we caught up with the one, Gino Adonis, the newest, biggest, nastiest member of the Diamond Exchange, brought in all the way from the Q's by Brian Blitz. This guy, Gino Adonis, just looking at his accomplishments, I mean, he beat Landon Cruz in a non-title match on his first match in CCW, and since then has gone on, well, to pretend to be a good guy, betray the nice guys in the ring, and now he is the Southern States champion here at CCW. Not only that, but like I mentioned before, he is a member of the Diamond Exchange. Anyways, we caught up with him. He had some words to say. Let's just go ahead and cut right to that footage.
Y'all see that right there? That's 225 that I just did for 25 reps. I should be at the NFL Combine right now, but instead, I'm working for Continental Championship Wrestling. That's coming back soon. They keep telling me, send in these videos. I'm a busy guy. So here you go. Y'all catch me at the gym, because I know none of y'all ain't working out. You'll find me at the gym. The Southern States champion will be back, and CCW will be back.
Strong words from the one, Gino Adonis. I mean, clearly he thinks he's the best, and I mean, he's had a few matches here in CCW, and only time will tell if he can still continue to back those words up. Now, folks, again, as you know, things are on a temporary hold with the coronavirus situation going on, so we have another blast from the past for you. We have a street fight. Not only that, but a tag team street fight from 2017 featuring the legendary rock and roll Chris Turner in a team with the Outlaw, Jamie McKinnon. These two guys banded together to take down the Society of Sin, otherwise known as SOS. After SOS attacked Jamie McKinnon and the legendary rock and roll Chris Turner in a match, causing them both injury, they decided to momentarily bury the hatchet to take down SOS. Let's go ahead and cut right to this footage.
And we've had a Donnybrook breakout right here at the beginning of the match. Jamie McKinnon has rushed in, and now Chris Turner's coming in. This match is supposed to be a tag team match between Jamie McKinnon, Chris Turner against the Society of Sin. McKinnon and Turner do not like each other at all. This is one of those deals where friendship is out the window, that sometimes your enemy and my enemy make us friends, and they're not friends. They don't even like each other. Look at that stare down right there.
I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. Chris Turner, Jamie McKinnon in the ring together, but as partners. Could you ever imagine you'd see this day?
I've been around CCW for a long time. I've been around Jamie McKinnon and Chris since they were knee-high to a grasshopper, and I never thought I'd see them in the ring together as partners. I don't think they're partners. 6
months ago, we were in this same building for Wrestle Bash, and these two guys were in a match to end their career. They wanted to take each other out, and the only reason that didn't happen is because the two guys opposite of the ring from them decided they had something to say.
And I really haven't figured out what or where the Society of Sin got off doing what they did. But I'll tell you what, I've never been a fan of Jamie or Chris's, and I'm glad they did it. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, we've kind of alluded to it on the webcast lately. This is supposed to be a team match, a tag team match. But in reality, I think we just have the individual of Chris Turner and the individual of Jamie McKinnon taking on Society of Sin. They're not team members.
And that's what's going to hurt them. That's what's going to hurt them in the end. They don't like each other. They don't trust each other. These two guys in the Society of Sin, oh, cowbell to the belly.
It's going to be kind of hard to call this match. Usually a weapon would result in disqualification, but this is anything goes.
And Jamie's headbutting him so hard he's knocking himself silly. And I tell you, I've had conversations with Jamie McKinnon, and there's not a lot up there to knock silly.
Jamie McKinnon is an absolute maniac. If you've seen the webcast lately, one of the interviews, he choked himself out with a rope. What do you think he's going to do to these guys?
He doesn't care what he does to these guys, and that's the dangerous part of it. When you don't care, you have nothing to lose. What does it matter? You're in the ring with a man who has no remorse.
Well, I can't really blame Jamie McKinnon because Society of Sin, they took away his heavyweight championship. They also injured the man. They broke his arm. He was out for months. He's not even 100% recovered from it, as you can tell by the wrapping on his arm there. And not to mention Chris Turner, who had a fireball lit in his face. Chris Turner's no small man anymore, and he did that double stomp on Pekovic' chest.
And Chris is laying them big right hands in there and an elbow to the top of the head.
It's like Turner hurt his hand a little bit there. That's called a boxer's fracture. If you break that last bone in your hand from punching too hard.
And a hard clothesline by Pekovic there. And Pekovic must have some kind of unusual attraction about him, because first he got Dante as his partner, then Solo Jones has come in. But Pekovic was the original Society of Sin.
He's making sense to somebody, clearly, but just not us.
That's very true.
Chris Turner's knocking himself silly a little bit here.
I think we're having dueling headbutts.
I think it's more of a, this is how I do it. Now, no, this is how I do it. 1, 2.
You know, I heard of dueling banjos, but never dueling headbutts. But these two guys, they're backwoods. Jamie McKinnon, he's so backwoods that he's like in the next county most of the time.
Now this is the fight the Society of Sin said they wanted. They wanted to make their names known by taking out the top guys here in CCW, and now they got their wish. Now they're in a Falls Count Anywhere street fight.
And Dante from the outside there got a little cheap shot in, but Chris gave him a receipt right there.
Paid him back in due time.
Pekovic with the eye rake.
Completely legal in this match. The ref is really just there to count the 3 count and the tag-ins.
Oh! I think that kendo stick might have got Chris too there. What do you think?
I don't think Jamie is going to feel sorry on either one. And that's a tag-in.
Now, do they really have to tag in and out in this match? Or can they just go in there and beat the stink out of each other?
You know, I have a feeling it's going to eventually just turn to that. They're going to all lose their tempers with each other. And there you go. Here's what we're talking about there.
That's what, I think we just need to have a good old-fashioned Pier 6 Donnybrook and call it a day right here. Oh! Dante trying to get in the ring, and that lower thigh comes into action again.
Hit him right in the lower thigh. It'll make you sick to your stomach. 1, 2.
And there is some teamwork there between McKinnon and Turner.
Well, after over 2 decades in this business for each of those guys, I think it's purely instinct to just work together. They've been doing it for so long that it just comes natural to them.
Do you really call holding one guy while the other guy hits him in the head with the cowbell working together, though?
Hey, that's been going on since pro wrestling came about over 100 years ago.
People hitting everybody with cowbells. I remember the good old Texas Outlaws, Dusty Rhodes and Dick Murdoch used to do that same move. Dante got him back in the corner, just going to try to choke him out. Got a front headlock going on here. Peckovich still seems to be hurt over in his corner.
Well, Peckovich and Jamie McKinnon were in a backstage altercation a few weeks back. Peckovich hurt his shoulder.
Big forearm by McKinnon.
McKinnon's going after Peckovich. Dante Steele and Chris Turner are duking it out in the corner.
And I think this is going to break down to what we thought it was going to be eventually. McKinnon's on the outside with Peckovich. And he is just standing on top of him over there.
And Chris Turner is over here. He was hitting him with that kendo stick. But I think Dante got the low blow on him.
Oh!
Now he's paying it back.
Good stiff blow with the kendo stick to the kidneys.
Drives him headfirst into that steel post.
Over the head with the cookie sheet.
We've got Bedlam here. We got two guys in one corner, two guys in the other corner, all on the outside, tearing each other apart.
And Peckovich just ate the corner post there, thanks to Jamie McKinnon.
Dante still in the ring with a trash can lid.
And Jamie's just choking out Peckovich over there.
Jamie needs to pay attention. His partner's in the ring, about to get flattened out by Dante Steele.
With the trash can on top. Oh, and a big elbow drop on top of the trash can lid.
That man broken a rib. 1, 2. Chris Turner kicks out. Meanwhile, Jamie McKinnon is wearing down Peckovich on the outside of the ring.
Oh! And Dante Steele got introduced to a trash can lid, and it was not pretty.
Steel meets steel.
And here comes Peckovich back in, and Jamie.
There's so much happening in this match, it's hard to keep track of who's doing what and who's where. Turner dumped back on the outside, but Dante still doesn't realize that Jamie McKinnon is right there.
Nice belly-to-back suplex by McKinnon. Well, I think that was the first wrestling move we've actually had in this match.
Jamie McKinnon going to work on that injured shoulder of Peckovich.
Peckovich is climbing up there to that top rope.
Can we see Jamie McKinnon going for a high-risk maneuver? No.
I think Peckovich is just trying to get the heck out of the ring. Oh! And that was like double J with the guitar right there. Maybe the honky-tonk man, but he did hit him with the guitar.
Chris Turner going for a pin on the outside of the ring. Referee just sees it. 1, 2 count.
2 count.
I thought he was decapitated. I didn't know how he's even alive. Meanwhile in the ring, Dante goes up and over. Clothesline.
Vicious clothesline.
And he is down. This is not looking good for Society of Sin.
Not at all. Turner's over there choking Peckovich with the kendo stick.
This is an all-out gang war, it looks like.
And the crowd here is getting behind it. Listen to this chant go. Here they come over here. I think we might need to clear out.
We might be getting out of frame of the main camera.
Into the table here.
Dante Steele head first into a table.
And Chris Turner's got the Peckovich over there pounding him outside the ring. Dante is still down.
I'm having a hard time calling this match. McKinnon just about broke that kendo stick over Dante Steele's back.
Chris Turner's rolled Peckovich back in the ring.
I don't know how any of these men are still standing. We got a brawl on the outside, a brawl on the inside. 2 referees trying to keep track of all this. And we might have some teamwork. A little alley-oop into a hip toss onto the stairs.
And Jamie's taking the guitar back into the ring.
Now, has he been taking lessons? Is he about to play us a tune?
He might. Look at that. There he goes, and he's got the strut going down with it. I think he's feeling froggy.
Oh, just shattered that guitar.
All over the back of Pegabus. That's definitely a broken record there.
Disgusting! Dripping blood everywhere!
Back up! Record there.
I guess it's just academic from here.
And a rocket dropper there. But what's he doing?
I think he's just trying to roll him up into a pin. And they're both going to pin him. And Dante still busted wide open. 1, 2, and 3. That's it. That's the end of the match.
That's the match. Wait a second. Here comes Solo Jones in now. Solo Jones comes in and lays a stiff boot on McKinnon. A punch to the head. And here comes Eric.
In the ring.
Eric Moore comes in. Nice drop
Solo
kick.
Jones. This
Eric
is going
Moore's
to break
getting
out of control here. Dante Steele's going to need medical attention. He is bleeding profusely on the outside of the ring.
And I don't know what business Eric Moore had to come in. I know that he was trying to help out with Solo Jones. Jamie McKinnon, though, I know that they had a discussion earlier. The referee's running over here to explain what is going on.
The winners of your match, the Outlaw, Jamie McKinnon, and Rock and Roll, Chris Turner.
And that's, folks, that was the revenge match right there. What is going on here? What is going on here? Jamie McKinnon. Eric and Chris are in the ring right now. What's going on? Oh, a vicious clothesline. Chris ducks it. McKinnon takes the powder out of the ring. I said it from the get-go. These two guys don't like each other. They don't trust each other. This was a union of hate to start with because they hated their enemies more than they did each other. But it's over with now. I think that in the very near future, we're going to see Jamie McKinnon and Chris Turner right here in this ring again on Superstars of the Ring.
What a match from these two competitors. I mean, come on. The legendary Rock and Roll Chris Turner and the Outlaw Jamie McKinnon on the same team. Clearly, they can do anything if they're working together. And it's such a shame that they didn't do it more often. But as you saw when they worked together, they knocked SOS all the way here to 2020. Really just knocked the lights out of those guys. What a match. Now, moving on from this, folks, I want to thank you again for tuning in to Superstars of the Ring this week here at ccwrestling.biz. As usual, we ask you to please like, comment, subscribe on all of our social media platforms, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Follow all the superstars. Check out our merch store here at ccwrestling.biz. Go ahead and place an order, and we'll get a shirt right over to you. Now, I know you think that might be it. We might be cutting away right now, but actually we have one last segment that I will leave you with, and I will bid you adieu. What we have is a promo, a video from the Manson Gray. I don't know what he says. I don't know what he wants. I haven't watched the footage yet myself, but I do know that there's quite a bit going on between him and Eric Moore. So please, stay tuned for Manson Gray.